Hey everyone, Mrs. Matheson here. I'm noticing that some of us are having a lot of trouble dealing with some multiplying with brackets and variables. So I wanted to make this video for us today so that we have a better understanding of how to deal with said kind of trickier questions. So we're going to start with a really easy question, is that we're going to say 2 multiplied by x, or just some number we don't know yet what it is, plus 1. Okay, let's use our algetiles to show this first. The first thing we have to deal with is the brackets. So how would I represent that in algetiles? Well, I would have one positive algetile, which is x, and I would also have one unit, and those are both positive. Okay, so far so good. Now, this is the tricky part. How many of these do I have? How many of these do I have? The x plus 1s. How many of these? I have 2 of them. 2 multiplied by x plus 1. 2 groups of x plus 1. 2 x plus 1s. So, I'm going to show that as an algetile. So I have 1 x plus 1. Now, I'm going to show another x plus 1. If I was to rewrite this, it would look something like this. 1x, 2x, plus 1, 2. So I have rewritten this expression here, simplified. Now, there is a rule called the distributive property. That's just a fancy word for dealing with these questions in a way that I don't have to draw as many pictures. Now, we're going to look at the same question, and instead of drawing pictures, I'm going to show you another way to deal with this that is kind of a shortcut. If you can understand this part, we can do the shortcut. So I'm just going to rewrite the question here. 2 multiplied by x plus 1. Now, what we can do is, certainly we can do our algetiles and add them all up and figure it out, or we could use the distributive property. When we have an integer or number multiplied by something in brackets, we have to distribute this multiplication or give it out evenly amongst here. So what we do is we start with this first part. We go 2 multiplied by x, 2 times x, plus, we're going to add that to this next distribution, plus 2 times 1. 2 times 1. Okay, so if I was to rewrite that, this would become 2x plus 2 times 1 is 2. Not too shabby. And hey, what do we notice? They're the same answer. Yes! That's how we roll. Let's take a look at one more example so that we have a better understanding, and we're going to make it a little more complicated here. So what if,